our preseason rankings, ranked 20 through 11. We're almost there. Next week we will do 10 through 1. I think last week you started off. I think if I remember, so I'll start it off this week at number 20. I got the Memphis Grizzlies. I got the Memphis Grizzlies at number 20. And it's crazy.
With Ja being out?
Yeah, you had them lower. Yeah, you had them lower, right?
And
Ja's
out now.
Yeah, that was before they gave out. They said Ja had he hurt his ankle. I mean, I did this before that came out too. I did this I did this literally like I think it was like Sunday or something. I think it was like Saturday or Sunday. So yeah, man, the Grizzlies, they're going through it right now. And it looks like, so far, it looks like what you said is true. They damn near might be a tank season, and they're going to be a bad team.
Hey, if I'm Jaren Jackson nowhere coming back, what Edie?
Hey, if I'm the Grizzlies, I see what I kind of ship Scottie Pippen Jr. See what I could get for him. I see what I can do. You already got Ty Jerome. Like did we forget about him? Like you already got him. You signed him this past summer.
I like Scottie over him though.
Okay.
I like Scottie because Scottie actually, I'm not saying Ty Jerome doesn't try to play defense, but I like Scottie Pippen better defensively. I think he could do the same thing Ty Jerome. Ty Jerome probably scores a little bit better and probably a little bit bigger.
I was thinking Scottie scores better. I would think he would.
I think Ty Jerome shoots it better than him.
Okay. But yeah, Grizzlies at 20, like they're looking bad right now, but I still think Ja and Jaren Jackson, it could be good enough for them to be a top 20 team in the league. But right now it's looking really bad, bro. It's looking bad. Yeah. So I got the Memphis Grizzlies at number 20.
They said that boy Ja was supposed to be out. I know he's not out indefinitely.
They said week to week. They said week to week. Yeah. If it was week to week, that's bad. Usually, sometimes it might say day to day. If it's week to week, it might be bad. It might be a little bad. Cool.
But at 20, I got the Sixers here. They just talked about Joel Embiid, and how he's doing 5-on-5 work now, but he still has some boxes to check. PG, there's really PG's on the court doing stuff, but he hasn't. I don't think he's back in to 5-on-5 yet. VJ looks good. Jared McCain, he's hurt again with a thumb. I think some ligament in his thumb or something like that. So he's gonna be out. They got bad luck over there. I think that franchise is low key cursed too, because somebody over there is always getting hurt. Ben with his back, Embiid, knee, PG. Jared McCain, that injury his rookie year. But yeah, I think the start of the season is really gonna be focused on developing VJ. VJ looked really good during the preseason, bro. I think his shot needs to get a little bit better, but as far as everything else, as far as hustle, defense, rebounding, doing a little bit of everything, I like him. I like him a lot. He just needs to work on his 3 ball some more.
Months ago, you said he was gonna start, right? Yeah. You said he would. I think I agree with you. I agree with you. I think he is gonna start now. I think he's basically guaranteed to start at the 2 or 3, because they probably put Paul George at 4 if he does play. Then VJ at 3, or I don't know how they're gonna do it.
Kelly got to stay in there for size.
I agree.
So VJ probably played at 2.
Maxey, VJ, Kelly, Paul George, Joel will be whenever he plays. It's not bad. It's not bad. At number 19, that's where I got the Pacers. I told you with the Pacers. I think they still gonna be like a decent team. They still got a lot of good players. I see that they're starting Isaiah Jackson.
Yeah,
they're starting him.
Rick Carlisle,
you said James Wiseman.
No, I said I wanted them to start James Wiseman. I think he should start. He played good too. He played good in his preseason minutes.
I think they go roll with a familiar face. Jackson. I think they go roll with a familiar face.
That's what it is. I don't think is Isaiah Jackson gonna stay healthy? That man's injured every year, and he's inconsistent.
I mean, who else you gonna start? You got James Wiseman, It's James Wiseman, Jay Huff, reverse dunk merchant, and Isaiah Jackson. It's like you're limited. you're very limited. But what you still got Pascal. You talk about Ben Mathurin a lot, supposed to take this leap, and I think he will. I think last week or the week before you said could see him averaging 20-some points. Andrew Nembhard is gonna be the full-time point guard this year. They still got a lot of depth on that team. They just don't got Miles Turner no more, obviously. And then Tyrese Halliburton ain't coming back. So I think they're still like a decent enough, and I think we could see a probably a way better Pascal this year as literally the number one option on the team. So I do got the Pacers at number 19. I still think they're going to be a decent team, bro. I'm not going to
lie. 19, this is where I got the Pelicans. Watching the preseason games, Zion looks really well. He's moving really well. I like the way he's rebounded the ball so far. That's going to be a big part of his season this year is rebounding. But we still haven't seen the full team together. But I like the way the Pelicans look. I think the Pelicans are going to be like the Suns. They're going to be one of them teams that's not an easy W coupon this season. They're going to be fighting a lot this season.
Hey, man. I feel like at this point, and I know I want to talk about Zion, more when we talk about like any preseason takeaways or whatever. But I feel like I got to see Zion in person. I feel like when I watch him on TV, he still looks the same. And I think he lost, and I know he lost the weight. But it's just on TV, he still looks big. He don't look like skinnier. Like I feel like I got to see him in person.
Bro does have a wide build. So like he got a wide shoulder. Like he just naturally looks big. But you can tell he's definitely lost weight.
But I feel like
he looks smaller on the court. Like he looks faster, more agile on the court to me.
I'm just saying when I look on TV, it's like, bro, why he look the same? It's like if I show it to a casual person, I show them Zion this past week in China, in Australia, and then I see it and I show them a picture last year. They might say, he look bigger, but it's like, he still kind of look the same. But at number 18, man, we'll talk about this team a lot later though. So I got the Milwaukee Bucks. Got the Milwaukee Bucks at number 18. Giannis, man, Giannis. That team basically just has Giannis and a bunch of role players. When you said last week about Jason Tatum, this is the team that came to my head. Put Jason Tatum on this team, and he can get them to a 4th seed. This is the team I thought of. Just a bunch of okay role players or whatever. This is the team Jason Tatum be on. But I think what their starting line is going to be Kevin Porter, Gary Trent, Kuzma, Giannis, Miles Turner. That team don't scare me. But this is really just Giannis. Like, Giannis is just so great. He can lead that team to potentially like a top 6 seed in the East, especially like I want to see like on the bench who's gonna step up for them, like the Torian Prince. Can Cole Anthony have like a better year this year? Like who's gonna step up on the bench? Can't the Nassus actually step up on the bench? I don't know, but I just don't like the team's makeup, bro. Like when we saw like the people they was getting, it's like, yeah, this team is probably cooked. Like they're not winning no championship, but they could, make some noise because of just Giannis. Like Giannis is just so great. So I got the Milwaukee Bucks at number 18.
18, I got the Sacramento Kings. I mean, I know we talk about it all the time. What are the Kings doing? But they still have Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and Sabonis over there. So I think they're still going to be competitive or try to be competitive. They're just going to lose a lot of games. But yeah, I got the Kings. I got the Kings at 18.
Man, Kings got to show me. They got to show me something. They got to show me. But at number 17, hey, man, that man said we going to be better. He said, man, we going to be surprising this year. I got the Boston Celtics. Who would have thought the Celtics would not be a top 10 team? Jaylen Brown, we expect superstar type year from Jaylen Brown. Derek White, all-star year. You still got Peyton Pritchard. Anthony Simons is expected to come off the bench. That center spot is definitely a question mark. It's either going to be Keita, Chris Boucher, and Garza Menace. It's like, ugh. But I do feel like with the East not the strongest, I think Jaylen Brown, Derek White, and all them can have they can still lead that team. I think they're still going to shoot a lot of threes, even though you might not have the 3-point shooters like they did last year. But I think they're still going to be like an okay team. They're still going to fight for a play, and I think they can fight for that 6th seed in the Eastern Conference. Jaylen Brown's going to be a good player this year. Derek White, I expect damn near all-star. I'm not saying he'll be an all-star, but I can expect an all-star type year from Derek White. So I got the Celtics at number 17. Hey, it's a video of Jaylen Brown. He trying to dribble and he passed it up and then he lost the ball and somebody said 82 more games to go,
man. At 17, this is where I got the Milwaukee Bucks. Like you said, Giannis is so great. I think Giannis is gonna will them to a lot of wins. But that team isn't good at all. Like you said, we're not scared of them. Any given night, I feel like they can be beaten. But like I said, they have Giannis, so Giannis is gonna will them to some dubs. But I think Cole Anthony, to answer your question about who's gonna step up off that bench, I think it's gonna be Cole Anthony because they're gonna need to score points. And that's one thing Cole Anthony can do. He could put the basketball in the hole. So yeah. So at 17, this is where I got the Bucks.
Can we get at least this year, are we getting, say, a consistent Cole? Because we talk about like Cole Anthony, like he can have that one amazing game, and then the next like 4 games, he don't do anything. Like, can we get a consistent Cole Anthony this year off the bench?
Well, we should. I think that last year with the Magic, his minutes were very inconsistent. I think this year he's going to have a consistent role and some consistent minutes. So I think he's gonna have some consistency to him this year.
I don't know why I forgot about Bobby Portis, but like Bobby Portis. I didn't know they had Amir Coffey. I'm not gonna cap. Cole Anthony, Gary Harris. Man, the fall off of Gary Harris is crazy. Ryan Rollins. They don't believe in Andre Jackson no more. AJ Green is gonna be coming off the bench. Ain't gonna lie. Doc Rivers might be cooked, bro. What percentage would you put on Doc Rivers getting fired in the season?
If they trade Giannis, yes, he's gonna. If they trade Giannis, if Giannis is gone, Doc Rivers is gone too. So that's gonna be that.
You know what?
But if Giannis is still there by mid-season, I still think if Giannis stays the entire season, Doc is gonna finish the job.
So Doc Rivers, you think he can make it to All-Star break?
Yeah. You think he can? If Giannis is still there, yeah. If Giannis is still there, then yes.
So if they trade Giannis, we're just gonna be like, yeah, we're firing you. Or you're just saying let's just say. So okay, so if they trade Giannis, let's just say they trade him in say January, right? We're just gonna fire Doc. Or do you think like Doc Rivers is just gonna be like they might not be playing that good, and they'll be like, yeah, you're just not doing it for us. We'll just get rid of you now.
No, I think even if they're not playing good, they're still gonna keep Doc around. But as soon as they trade Giannis in January, then Doc Rivers is gone right after that.
Okay. At number 16, this is where I got the Miami Heat. The Heat, that lineup, man, with no Tyler Hero. It's like Norman Powell, Wiggins, and all them. Not, want to speak more of them when we talk about preseason stuff, but I just feel like they still don't got that bona fide star. Like, well, at least that go-to option. Like, yeah, you got Tyler Hero, you got Bam, Norman Powell. We think Norman Powell's top 10 shooting guard, but it's like I just don't think it's enough, bro. Can Khalil Ware take the next step? What is Jaime Jaquez gonna be this year? I think Davion Mitchell, they gave him a contract extension. He was good late last year when he got traded there. I just don't think like it's good enough to be like a really, really good team in the East. Like I think they can make the play in. Like I believe they will do that. But I just think like they're like Eastern Conference favorite, finalists or whatever. But the Heat, they got a lot of decent players. It's just not enough to compete against, say, the Knicks, Cavs. And that's it, honestly. Well, Magic, Hawks, they're not good enough to compete with them. But the Heat, they're 16. They're okay. So yes, I got the Miami Heat at number 16.
At 16, this is where I got the San Antonio Spurs. And I think that the San Antonio Spurs, they have room to move up from this spot. I like the way when we look so far. I like the makeup of their team. It's all gonna be predicated on how fast they start off. If they can get off to a quick start, I think that this team will do really well this season. And if Victor makes that next jump, like we all think that he will, they can easily move up from the 16 spot. I think them and probably one other team can be higher than what I got them at right now.
16. I'm shocked. I'm shocked at that. Spurs,
They're not no top 10.
No, they're not top 10.
They're not no top 10.
They're not.
I don't even think they're close to 10, G. Right now?
You never know, bro. You never know. At number 15, this is where I got the Philadelphia 76ers. Jerry McCain, I know he's hurt. VJ, I know you're very high on VJ. Expect a really good rookie year from him. I'm just going off of Paul George is at least there, and Joel Embiid comes back at some point in the season, and I think they could be like a really surprising team in the Eastern Conference. They still got on their bench, I think, Eric Gordon, Drummond, Kyle Lowry. I think they're still there, them old dudes. McCain, he comes back. Tyrese Maxey, we had him as a top 10 point guard last week. Justin Edwards. They did get Quinn Grimes back, so he's gonna play. He's gonna play. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know where Justin Edwards gets a good, decent amount of minutes.
Nah, he probably won't.
They got a lot of good teams. I know you said VJ should start. Does Quinn Grimes have a case? I'm not saying you would start him, but does he have a case of just starting next to Max?
Nah, he does, especially after all that he did last season. Them big Quinn Grimes games. Didn't he go off for I think it was either 30 or 40, 3 games in a row?
He was killing.
So Quinn Grimes definitely has a case. But I think what VJ brings to that starting lineup is more important than what Quentin Grimes can bring. Because VJ, of course, Quentin Grimes is a better shooter, but VJ can still hit the three. I think he's a better defender. He's a better rebounder. So I would let Quentin Grimes be a spark plug off the bench with Jared McCain.
I like that. But Sixers, man, I do expect a bounce back. Last year, they were really bad. And yes, that was majority injuries, but I expect a better year for them. And I expect that team to at least, if anything, be a play-in team. Now, we always talk about it. They're healthy, which isn't a lot. They're probably top 3. They're top 3 easily if they're healthy. But Paul George isn't healthy. Joel Embiid isn't healthy. I just feel like it's not enough to put them in top 6, but I think they can make if those two play at some point, I think they can make a play-in spot. So I got the Sixers at number 15.
At 15, this is where I got the Boston Celtics. Jaylen Brown talked about it on his pod. On his stream that Joe Mazzulla and them, they want to play really fast. So like you said, they're going to be getting up a lot of threes again, but they want to play really fast. He's been running them a lot. So I think the Celtics are still going to be competitive, but I think they're going to be around that 7th, 8th seed. They're going to be in that play-in realm. So yeah, I think like you said, Jaylen Brown's going to have a big year this year. I think Peyton Pritchard's going to have a good year. And depending on when Jason Tatum comes back, they can easily move up as well. So yeah, I got the Celtics at 15 right now.
If the Celtics are 10 games below 500, do you bring Jason Tatum back?
No.
10 games. Okay.
No. Well, it depends on what that's at in the East. Because if that's because the East is so weak this year. If that's a 7th seed or something like that,
dang, the East the East gonna be that bad.
Shit, besides the top 6, what other good teams?
I'm just saying, if you're 10 games below 500 and you can potentially, to get a 7th seed, yeah, that's a bad conference. That's a really bad conference.
But if they can find a way to be like that seventh, eighth seed, depending on matchups, I would think about bringing Jason Tatum back. To be honest with you, but which I hope they are, because I want them to get a lottery pick, flip that, go get a big or something, so you can continue this thing with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. But yeah, I wouldn't bring them back then. If we're like the 9th seed, 10th seed, no, I'm not bringing them back. Just rest the rest of the year.
So at 14 and 13, I've been back and forth on these two teams. I've been back and forth, literally been flipping them. So at number 14, I got the San Antonio Spurs. I like Wemby, Devin Vassell. They got a good team. It's just a lot of they got some good they got some defenders on that team with Jeremy Sohan. Offense isn't whatever. Carter Bryant. Yeah, because Kyler Murray Boyles is on the Raptors. Carter Bryant, his defense is really good. His offense ain't that good. You still got Keldon Johnson. Luke Cornett is on that bench. But I feel like Wemby's so damn great. Hey, he could put these guys at top 14, bro. Like, Wemby is really that good, bro. He's really that good. The only thing I'm worried about is when is De'Aaron Fox coming back? Because he's not supposed to be ready to start the year. And he's your second best player. And so that means we're expecting Stephon Castle to step it up. And we're definitely expecting Dylan Harper to step it up when he plays and comes off the bench. So what is that going to be? Like, are they going to start out bad? I mean, I don't want them. I want the Spurs to do good, but are they going to start out bad to start the year off? Is it going to be really that bad that you're missing De'Aaron Fox that bad? But I still believe, like, the Spurs are literally a sneaky team. They're a really good team. I think they can really get, like, a 7-8 type spot. So I got the Spurs at 14. Spurs at number 14.
At 14, this is where I got the Miami Heat. Like you said, the Miami Heat, they have a lot of solid players: Norman Powell, Andrew Wiggins, Tyler Hero, Bam, Khalil Ware, Jaime. Like, they have a lot of good players on that team. And from watching the preseason, I know we're gonna talk about preseason later, but they look a little bit better out there. Honestly. I think that they're going to be better than the Celtics, of course. I think they're going to be just the gritty Miami Heat that they always been, middle of the pack. Because, like you said, all they're missing is a superstar, bro. They can get them some way, somehow, to get them a superstar over there and can keep Bam and Tyler Hero and Norman Powell and Khalil Ware. They'll be good. That's all they're missing is a superstar. But yeah, this is where I got the Miami Heat.
At number 13, I got the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors, man, they got their guy Al Horford. Kuminga is back. We're expecting good years from both Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler. Draymond Green is still going to be probably one of the best defenders in the league. Just don't get ejected a lot. But, the Warriors are still a good team just because Steph is so great. We got Jimmy Butler, one of the clutches and one of the best playoff performers I've ever seen, if we're being honest, in my opinion. Like, you still got all that. You still got Steve Kerr as your head coach. They're going to make some noise. The only thing is, and I know we both going to talk about it. We both probably going to bring it up. That bench is just it's untrustworthy to an extent. But, Steph Curry is so good. Jimmy Butler is so good. I think they can lead that team to a top 6 seed. It's crazy because somebody said on Twitter, like, they the second best team in the West. I don't agree, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, that's all that. I got the picture of it, but so the Warriors are still a good team just because of Steph and Jimmy, but I got the Warriors at number 13.
13, this is where I got the Atlanta Hawks. With the new additions of Porzingis, I think that's really going to help them. The reason why I think they could be higher, these are one of the other teams I was saying that I think they could be higher than what their actual ranking is right now. But it all comes down to Porzingis and team chemistry. If they team chemistry can be well, or if we still don't even know their lineup. So far, we're gonna talk about it more, but so far they're starting Zachariah. And they might stick with Zachariah at the small forward and then just put Porzingis at the 5 and bring a Kongu off the off the bench. But if they team chemistry can be well to start the season off, and Porzingis is the 20-point per game Porzingis, the Hawks can easily move up from this 13th spot. So I got the Atlanta Hawks at 13.
Hey man, I believe in the Hawks. They're one of my teams. At number 12, I had them at number 11, man, but I switched it. I got the Detroit Pistons, man. Your Pistons are at number 12 for me. I like what Cade has done. Jay Ivey is returning. No Malik Beasley, Duncan Robinson. I can't really like Jared Durant didn't play last game, but they still got some good players. We're expecting Asur Thompson to really play good. I mean, you talked about it. I was a couple of weeks ago that you wanted to put like Asur Thompson. I forgot what topic we was talking about, but I think you wanted to pick Asur and a man. I forgot what we was talking about, but that just shows how high you are on the sword this coming up year. So. They got a lot of good young players, but Cade leading that charge, man, and especially in the East, like they're going to be a really good team. And I do feel like, and I can admit to it too. I know you want to. I know you're gonna agree with what I say. I do think people are sleeping on the Pistons because the Magic and the Hawks made a lot of moves. We're sleeping on the Pistons and like what they did last year, and I can admit to that because I feel like we just speak of Magic. Desmond Bain, Hawks made a lot of moves, and then we just forget about the Pistons who won 40-some games and took the Knicks to 6 games last year. Mm-hmm. So I do forget about them. Like they are a good team because of Cade Cunningham, a top 5 point guard in the NBA. So I got the Pistons at number 12. I'm sorry,
12,
Pistons for sleeping.
Keep sleeping. Keep sleeping.
I said I'm sorry. I'm
sorry. Keep sleeping. That gives us motivation.
I'm sorry.
But at 12, I got the Golden State Warriors. Like you said, Jimmy and Steph, I think they're going to be great this year. Al Horford, I like the addition of getting Al Horford. I still don't think that's the big for them. I would rather Al Horford be my backup, but you got to work with what you got. I think that they're a veteran team. I think they're going to play good this season. I think they're going to be a top 8 team, potentially can be 6 if they start off hot and they end strong. But it's still a lot of question marks. Is Steve Kerr still going to be on that with Kuminga during the season? Because you need Kuminga now. In order for the Warriors to make a legit run for the chip, they need Kuminga. Steve Kerr gonna be on that BS with them. But yeah, I like the Warriors. They, like you said, the bench is terrible, but that starting five, it can get nasty if they all stay healthy.
I mean, if they do trade Kuminga, so they trade him, it's wraps.
No, I think they still have a chance. It depends on what they get back for him though, because they do need a bench. They need a bench. They need some bench players, bro.
Got Trace Jackson Davis, man. Huh. Hey, he was really good at Indiana. I ain't gonna care. He was really good. But he's small though. He like 9?
Yeah, like 6'8", 6'9".
Yeah, he's small, bro. Because they sure was running him at center. Ugh. I don't know what Steve Kerr be thinking. Number 11. It hurts me to say it, bro. One of your other teams is right here. The Dallas Mavericks. I got the Dallas Mavericks at number 11.
Whoa.
I got the Dallas Mavericks.
That means the Wolves in your top 10. That mean the Wolves in your top 10.
Yeah, they are. I would think that they should at least be number 10. Sound like they had your number 11 there. If that's the case, if you brought that up. I bet they are. Look, man. With the Dallas Mavericks, I like AD. Hey, we're going to talk about, when we get to our top 10 players. AD might sneak up in that top 10. But I like AD, Cooper Flag. I like Cooper Flag. Still what his role is going to be. PJ Washington. I don't know what they're doing with him. D'Lo. You know what I think about D'Lo. He be selling. Klay Thompson. I know he got Meg. What is he going to do, though? I don't know. But they got a lot of depth. Is that going to be good enough be a top 10 team like I know you got the Dallas Mavericks in. I just don't know yet. But I know, like, you could say Kyrie Irving is coming back eventually. He talked about he has no timetable, and he might be trolling. I think he just trolling when he said that. I think he knows when he. I think he knows. I think he knows. He just don't want to put it out there, and that's perfectly fine. Or he actually might be dead serious and say, "I really don't know when I'm coming back." I mean, we both think he's coming back at some point. We both think he's coming back, and I do think he comes back. But it's a lot of uncertainty with that team. But they still got a lot of good players. And I mean, number 11, number 10 is like it is what it is. And the West is deep. The West is still deep, and it's like, could they get to that 6 seed? I think last time you did have them as a 6 seed. Yes, I think. So. They could be 6, 7, whatever, but the Mavericks are still a good team. They're probably one of the deepest teams in the league. I got the Dallas Mavericks at number 11.
11. This is, like you said, this is where I got the Minnesota Timberwolves. I think this year Rob and Terrence Shannon are gonna get some more minutes. But I still don't think this is it. I think this. I don't like the Julius Randle fits okay with them, but I don't really like the roster construction. I don't think that they can make it back to the Western Conference Finals and go against whoever they let's say the Thunder again or the Nuggets. I don't think they can. I don't think they can make that run again. I think that Julius Randle or you got to keep Gobert, but one of them got to go. You got to put something next to Ant. Ant is so great that Ant's going to win them games. He looks really good to start the preseason year off too. I think Ant might get some votes for MVP this year, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't saying he winning, but the way he looked, that boy look like he on the mission this year. He want to prove everybody wrong who said, because I'm one of the people that say I don't think they can do it again. And I think he's on that mission to prove everybody wrong. They're a good team, like you said. I feel like 10, 11 are interchangeable. I think they're still going to be a decent team. I just don't think they're going to be a top 6 team. I think they're going to be one that like that 7th or 8th seed.
But that's because you have the Mavericks. And that's understandable. I can agree with that. All right, man. Let's read off these names. Our preseason rankings ranked 20 through 11. At number 20, I got the Memphis Grizzlies. At number 19, I got the Indiana Pacers. At number 18, I got the Milwaukee Bucks. At number 17, I got the Boston Celtics. At number 16, I got the Miami Heat. At number 15, I got the Philadelphia 76ers. At number 14, I got the San Antonio Spurs. At number 13, I got the Golden State Warriors. At number 12, I got the Detroit Pistons. And at number 11, I got the Dallas Mavericks.
At 20, I got the Philadelphia 76ers. 19, I got the New Orleans Pelicans. 18, I got the Sacramento Kings. 17, I got the Milwaukee Bucks. 16, I got the San Antonio Spurs. 15, I got the Boston Celtics. 14, I have the Miami Heat. 13, I have the Atlanta Hawks. 12, I have the Golden State Warriors. And at number 11, I have the Minnesota Timberwolves.